Hey, what up? After many years of the community debating, demanding, and anticipating the long-awaited Five Nights at Freddy's and Dead by Daylight collaboration, it finally happened. Because as you all know, he always comes back. Not gonna lie, I haven't been this hyped since the release of Pyramid Head, which released all the way back in 2020. Damn, that long ago? Jesus. And I think it's safe to say though that this game is certainly going in the right direction again, because, you know, after the whole Ken car key situation, which I think most of you can agree was an absolute disaster, this one on the other hand, I actually think has a lot of promise. And so here he is, the man, the myth, William Afton, aka Springtrap, aka the Animatronic. Unfortunately, no other skins are available during the public test build, but that's okay, because I think this killer does need a few polishing touches before his official release on June 17. And as for his base skin, I mean, it features a very impressive fully made model of Afton inside of the Springtrap suit, which gets used to its fullest potential, not gonna lie, and overall, I'm really happy with the way this guy looks. It's just really good. And his menu theme gives a very disturbing and distorted amusement park vibe, which fits perfectly with his overall design and the pizzeria. Now onto his power, Fazbear Frights. He can throw a fire axe that works similarly to the Huntress's hatchet, but it has much less range due to its weight, and he only carries one. And basically after hitting a survivor with it, they become vulnerable. Yeah, we'll get more into that later. Also, survivors need to pull out the axe before being allowed to heal, which also refreshes his power, so that's pretty neat. Also, it's very important to note that his base movement speed is 110, but if he doesn't have his axe, he moves at a regular 115. And then we have Security System, which works similarly to the Xenomorph's tunnels or Onryo's projection, and it allows him to move across the map faster using randomly spawned doors that are across the map. And it seems that survivors can also use these doors, and honestly, this might cause some problems, I'm not sure. And they can also operate the cameras attached to them, and then exit through whatever door that they were looking through, letting them expose Afton's location to every survivor. Now this, I think, is pretty cool because it obviously references to the core premise of using cameras to monitor the animatronics, and the door's primary purpose just seems to be for fast travel, and the cameras are just more of a neat gimmick. But like, as I've said, I definitely think that the survivors being able to use these doors for fast travel might cause some potential problems, but only time will tell. And also, using the cameras and doors too often will drain its battery, but thankfully it doesn't affect Afton whatsoever, it only affects the survivors. So he can use them as much as he likes, but the survivors, not so much. Even whilst the system is rebooting, he can still use them. Plus, moving through a door that a survivor is using will guarantee a free grab, which is, you know what, that is pretty neat. And so far, it definitely seems that Afton features a healthy combination of game, movie, and fan elements, since he never actually uses an axe canonically, and therefore it's safe to assume that it's likely an homage to the Living Tombstone's famous FNAF 3 music video. Now onto his 3 unique perks. So we've got Haywire, which allows him to passively regress gates if a survivor stops opening them. However, the gate has to be at least 50% progression for it to apply. Yeah, this one just kind of sucks. It seems pretty useless. And then next we have Help Wanted, where if you damage a gen, it compromises it, and when the compromised gen is completed, successful basic attack cooldowns are 25% faster for 60 seconds. This one's nice, it's nothing game changing, but you know what, we'll take it. And then we have Phantom Fear, which is probably the best one if I'm going to be honest. When a survivor within your terror radius looks at you, they scream and they reveal their aura for 2 seconds with a 60-second cooldown. Bear in mind that Afton can enter stealth and has a very tiny terror radius of 24 meters, so this should be very easy to get value out of. And this almost works like a reworked Spies from the Shadows, but it gives a lot more information at the cost of a higher cooldown. So I like this one, I think it's pretty nice. And the new map, simply called Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, is in the same realm as the Greenville Square map, which honestly makes a lot of sense since I already expected this one anyway, and both of the themes are pretty similar and feature amusements and arcades. Also, for those of you curious about his bio, here it is. The Animatronic. Deep within the abandoned Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, William Afton ran from the ghosts of his victims. He frantically put on his beloved Spring Bonnie costume, the disguise he wore while committing his heinous crimes, to hide from the pursuing spirits. But Faye had different plans for Afton. Something activated the spring locks within the Spring Bonnie costume. Metal clamped against metal, piercing the murderer and trapping him in his costume. As he screamed, the checkerboard floor rose up to meet him, and everything went black. Thus was Springtrap born, from the death of a murderer. He awoke to a familiar sound, his body a pillar of agony. The ghosts that had tormented him were gone. The walls surrounding him were decomposing, the floor beneath him falling away into mouldy patches. How much time had transpired since the spring locks tore through his body and fixed him within his costume? The urge to kill lingered within him still, the thirst long left unquenched. The sound filled his ears again. Children's laughter. Were the children playing in the kitchen? Springtrap rose to his feet, adjusting to his new body, and marched towards the sounds. He picked up speed as he moved. Walking turned to running. He rushed into the kitchen and found nothing. No children, no games, no laughter, just a swirling massive black fog enveloping the far wall. Springtrap examined the fog. Curiosity tightened his grip on him. As he stared into the darkness, his distended eyes could see shapes emerge within the fog. Who were they? It didn't matter. They were his victims now. Somehow he knew the hunt could go on forever. All he had to do was step into the fog. And with all of this, I've seen very few complaints so far about Springtrap. He's fun to play and he's fun to play against, and that's what is most important. And the map also looks very well designed, both visually and mechanically. So honestly, I think this is just a very solid DLC so far. And with all of that out of the way, let's not keep the devil waiting, shall we? So, as you might have already noticed, yes, I am playing against bots, and that is just because, well, it's almost impossible to find survivors in the PTP. And I'd be looking for maybe half an hour before I actually find a good lobby. And, you know, I don't really want to wait that long, so I'd rather just play against bots, because realistically, we're only here to test out the new killer, and my goodness, look at this. Oh my goy, I like it. Okay, so I have to attack to actually throw the axe. That's cool. Alright, let's check out these doors, shall we? Ah, I like it. Through we go. Oh, that is so cool. Hi. Yo, that fast travel is kinda brokey, not gonna lie. Yeah! Ooh, I like it. So, if I get close enough, I can grab him. There we go. Ooh. Ooh, I like it. Bro, why is it so bright down here? Man, what the hell? So we're just going to throw the axe and forget about it, I guess. Kick the gen. And see if we can get... Ooh, I was just going to say, see if we can get some value out of our perks. There we go. Boom. So there's two of them hiding back here. Not even had the chance to go inside the pizza place yet. I mean, that's fine. Yeah, you ain't going to dodge me through there, pal. Where are you running off to? So you're going to drop that? Yep. Okay. Oh. She got that life in her. God damn. Let's check out the lunge. Woo. Clean animation. I like it. So far, so good. Very, very promising. Alright. Up you go. Throw my axe for the movement speed. And then make my way back over. Is it to this one? Oh, this is so cool. Hello. What are you fellas doing back here? Ah, there you are. Hello. Yeah. Dude, that is so cool. So from what I can tell, Afton is like a good combination of everything that a killer needs. He's got range, he's got his basic M1, and then he can also fast travel around the map. And I think that is the most important part. Ooh. I'm being outplayed by the AI. Where's he running off to? Ah, there he is. Boop. Nice.
Don't move.
Yeah, definitely seems like he's very beginner friendly. Oh, that was a weird pickup. I mean, what'd you expect? It's still the PTB. Like, he's very simple, but in terms of, like, mastering him, I feel like that's going to be a different story. Man, I'm being generous, bro. These bots have got no chill. Oh! Hi!
Nice.
Well, I didn't expect that, but I'll take it. That was cool. I mean, it looked a little bit funky when it ended, but that was sick. At least I got to see someone getting grabbed. Yeah. Okay, well that means everybody is on this side of the map at least. That is good to note. And it also seems like reclaiming the axe doesn't really do anything. Like, you don't lose any speed or nothing. I mean, outside of the 5% movement penalty. So, like, actually doing the animation, though, you do not get penalized, which is really good.
It will end.
Oh, yeah. Make sure to get that 5% speed back. Lovely jubbly. And head over here. Oh, yep, I see you. And you're just running that way. Okay. Sure. Did I just get mind-gamed by the AI? Bro. Actually, maybe they went through the door. Alright. Where y'all hiding? Get back here. Alright, Bill. It's your time now, pal. Oh, there's a vault. Well... Oh. Jill is still here. Hi. Yeah, I'll go for the Bill. I don't want a tunnel. Even though they are bots, I still want to, like, have a relatively decent game. Yeah! Dude, that is so clean. It feels so good. I love this. And I could imagine as well... Oof. Rawr. When you do grab them, they can't be flash saved. And if that's the case, that makes this killer beginner friendly. Extremely beginner friendly, actually. But there's also just the fact he has a lot in his power that every killer needs. And I like that. I think they did a fantastic job with his design. He just feels really good to play. There's not really anything about him that I can say sucks, you know? Where are these survivors running off to? Get back here, Feng. It's your time now. Although saying that, this is probably where I suffer the most. Maybe I can get her here? Just maybe. Yep. Nice. Is that gen regressing? Yes, it is. Oh, that is so cool. You can see them hiding. So you can see your axe through walls. Nice.
Lay there and
That makes him even more beginner friendly. That is awesome. They did a great job with him. So you can basically hit someone with the axe, and as long as they're behind a wall, you'll see where they run off to. That is really neat. And the animation's super smooth as well for breaking pallets. Dude, I love this. I'm gonna kick that. Okay, it definitely seems like that perk only works on one gen at a time. That is good to note. And I assume that noise is someone looking at me through the camera, right? So maybe I could trick the AI? Go, go, go. Or not. No one's gonna rescue her. Well, oh, there we go. I've not even gone inside the pizzeria yet. Wow, I can hit you from there? That's crazy. Damn. What are you screaming for, bro? So I guess in a situation like this... Ooh, yeah. I can definitely see, like, the outplay potential. There's a lot of options that you have, which I like. And because he's got a good anti-loop as well, it makes him really solid. Alright, let's head over here, shall we? Yep. Hi. You're gonna vault? Yep. Typical AI behavior. Reclaim the axe when we're close enough. Go boop. Dude, that is so good. It feels so satisfying. And grab. Rawr. Dude, the animations are so good. I love this. I love the fact that I've got a birthday knife as well. Or a birthday cake knife, I should say. And obviously the fire axe isn't exactly... Oh, it's still regressing. Oops. Oh. Are you good? Okay. It's not exactly lore accurate, but it's a very good nod to the music video. And I'm gonna be honest. I do think a lot of people are familiar with the music video. Oh, hey. It's the thing. What do you know? So I think it's a neat little nod to that. Alright, get over here. Boop. And of course, we have to Mori her. Yeah! Yeah, that lunge is really good. I like it. Alright, let's put you somewhere good, shall we? This would be a good spot. Yeah. And then kill.
I'm so sorry.
Bro says, I'm so sorry. No, you're not. He's enjoying that. Nice jump scare. Yo, that is a great Mori. Dude, I am super pleased. This is incredible. Okay, and so I think what we're going to do now is, because we know what his ability is and what he can do, our boy Mr. Afton, we're going to make an actual build for him. So that's going to include the add-ons, and obviously that means, yes, I will go through what every single one does. Obviously, I'm not going to use all of them, because that would take absolutely forever. But yes, we are going to implement a really good perk build. I can cook up something, and I'm sure it'll work. And hopefully then it'll show how good he is at his fullest potential. So first of all, we have Rotten Pizza. Yummy. Which increases the duration of Killer Instinct from the axe by 50%. Yeah, it's okay. I wouldn't really say it's that good though. Unless you could match it with something else on its own, yeah, it's pretty doo-doo. Restaurant's Menu. Decrease the minimum time required to retrieve an axe by 10%. That one's good. I actually quite like that one. Help Wanted Ad. Shows a preview, so it's pretty much played flannel. Yeah, I'll take it. Greasy Paper Plate. Increase the time required for survivors to remove the axe by 10%. Yeah, I don't really see where that's going to really come into play, unless you have something that works with the axe being embedded, I suppose. Streamers. Yeah, party time, baby. Increase the speed at which you travel through security doors. Okay, that's not bad. I like that one. Security Guard's Badge. When exiting the security door, gain undetectable for 50% longer. Okay, so if you go for a full-on stealth build, this would be really good. Ripped Curtain. When an axe hits the survivor, they are hemorrhaged and mangled for 70 seconds. Okay, so it's just Sloppy Butcher, but built into the axe. I like that. That's pretty good. Because you're almost guaranteed to either melee or hit them with the axe at some point. So that's actually pretty decent. You're going to get a lot of value from that one. I think this will be very popular. Party Hat. When an axe is embedded, increase its area and decreases the duration of the effect. I mean, where would that even come into play? That just seems poop. Office Phone. Survivors within 12 meters of a survivor with an embedded axe are oblivious, and if injured, they become broken. Yeah, that's... I don't know, man. That just seems kind of poop. I don't see where that would ever really have value. Yeah, I don't know. Purple guy drawing. Yo, it's the guy! It's him! It's the Afton dude. Whoa! While a survivor has an axe in them, any rushed action reveals their aura for 4 seconds. Okay, so that's pretty much just I'm all ears, okay. Loot bag. While a survivor has an axe in them, they are incapacitated. Okay. And exit gates are also blocked. Interesting. Incapacitated prevents them from basically doing everything. Damn. Bonnie's guitar strings. While moving between the security doors, the repair progress of generators can be determined by their aura. That's not bad. I like that one. That's very good intel. Ooh, that's actually very good intel. I like this one. This one might be a very popular one. That with something like Bitter Murmur, I could definitely see that being wild. Chica's bib. Survivors within the Axis area gain the exhausted status effect. I don't know, man. I mean, what exhaustion perks would necessarily be good? Because Sprint Burst, people would pop it immediately anyway. Dead Hard, I mean, Dead Hard's not really an issue anymore. I don't really... I mean, maybe? I don't know. Having that as a blue... yeah, I don't know. Foxy's Hook. Players within the range get 10% haste for 6 seconds. Huh. And I'm guessing that also applies to survivors. I don't know. I mean, that might be decent. Freddy's Hat. Increases the axe's weight while throwing by 100%. Why would that be a good add-on? Does it mean it would hit people faster? I don't know if the weight means it'll... I don't know. Yeah, I don't get that one. Maybe you could use it to, like, throw over a rock, maybe, and hit someone on the other side. But other than that, I mean, that might be good for people if they want to do some crazy trick shots, I guess. Endo CPU. While within the axis area of effect, pallets, breakable doors, and generators break 25% faster. The effect lingers for 5 seconds after leaving the area. So I guess that's... Surely you'd take that if you're familiar with the map, or if... I don't know. Maybe if you miss the axe, that might be more helpful. But if you can land your axe throws, I don't see where this could ever really come into play. Unless you, like, throw an axe at a generator as you're about to kick it, but then that really... I mean, I guess that's okay. Celebrate poster. After an axe is embedded, both you and that survivor gain 20% haste, and you vault 20% faster. What? This effect ends if the axe is removed, or if the distance between you exceeds 32 meters. Right. So I guess using Celebrate poster with the greasy paper plate would be a pretty neat combination. Because I could imagine 2 survivors very close to each other, right? You axe one of them, and then you chase the other one normally. Or you could just catch people off guard. Or, because you're chasing them at a quicker speed, they might be prone to drop in pallets a lot quicker. Because obviously you're going to be getting around the map a lot faster. Huh. But, yeah, that actually might be really good. That could allow you to clear out the map a lot faster. You could probably get rid of at least 2 or 3 more pallets with this add-on. Access panel. Your axe gains the ability to travel through security doors. Does that mean if I go through a security door, I will reclaim my axe? Or can I throw my axe actually through the doors? Like, it's not very specific there. I assume it means I can pick up my axe as I go through a door. That might be good. I don't know, actually. It's not like it really takes up much time to reclaim the axe, you know? I guess it's maybe just a quality of life add-on. I don't know why that would be purple, though. That's a bit... I don't know. And now we are on to the iridescence. Iridescent, Remnant. Upon moving to a security door, windows and upright pallets within 16 meters are blocked for 8 seconds. Now this might have some potential. Think about it this way. Shack is probably one of the best loops in the game. It has been and always will be. This will completely nullify it because there's always a door, I believe, at a shack. And then last but not least, we have the Fazzy coin. Upon throwing the axe, my terror radius is copied to the axe, and I become undetectable. Ooh, okay. I like that one. So I can basically become stealthy mid-chase. Huh. Honestly, all of these add-ons, they're pretty decent. I mean, some of them are kind of ass, like that one and this one, but honestly, they did a pretty decent job with these. I think they're a pretty good balance with his kit, and I'm glad there's not any that makes his power recharge faster to throw his axe, because that would be broken. But also, I think that's more of the Huntress's thing. So, I like that, because the Huntress, you know, to keep her unique, she can throw her axes very quickly over time. Obviously, this guy can only throw his axe once, and that's kind of like his big reward, so to speak. So I like that they've not put anything necessarily for his axe cooldown, other than the one to retrieve it, and that's only 10%, and that requires you to, you know, miss. So a 10% buff, it's kind of like, it's nice, but it's not going to make a huge difference. I think this would only be good against maybe a friend group, or if you want to do a jump scare build. This is pretty circumstantial, but I can definitely see its value. This, I just don't see the point. This one looks really fun, so we'll probably take this one. I mean, 20% haste and 20% vaulting speed? That's wild, dude. This one requires me to miss the axe, so no thank you. This one, I really don't understand why you would want to make the axe heavier. This one makes survivors near the axe go 10% quicker. Wait, couldn't you just stack these two and a survivor goes at 30% haste, but you only go at 20? Wait, hold up. What's the combination here? Does that work? If that works like that, that is something that might need to be adjusted. Because like, if you hit them with the axe, they're going to be within that aura. So yeah, they get another 10% haste, assuming that it stacks. Dude, that's wild. And if it doesn't, that means I get 30% haste. Actually, no, it wouldn't, because I would have to be close to them. Damn it! Okay, I see it now. This, nope. This might be good if I don't run something like barbecue or other aura reading perks, but obviously we probably will be, so I won't bring this. But I would definitely think this is a top contender for being one of the better add-ons. This is just mid. This is, I don't understand why this exists, because you can already see the survivors when they're hit with an axe anyway, so that does absolutely nothing. This is useless. This is useless. This is actually pretty good, so we're probably going to take that. This one is okay, I quite like that one. I think that would work pretty well hand in hand with something like the Faz coin, or maybe the streamers. So you go through the doors quicker, and you are undetectable for a lot longer. Not bad, I like that. That'd be pretty good for like a jump scare build too. And then we have Greasy Plate. Nah, not really. Nah, not really. Nah, not really. And nah, not really. So I think these two add-ons are probably the best to choose from, if I'm going to be honest here. Like the Bonnie's Guitar String, definitely a very good contender. This one might be really good too. And this one I think is more just for fun, I'm not gonna lie. It's okay, like you are undetectable, so there is no red stain too, so you could maybe mind game around a really good loop, but that would require you to be, you know, concealed by walls, and not every loop you can necessarily hide behind walls. So yeah, I think these two add-ons are pretty good. We're also gonna take the Mori, because why the hell not? We're gonna kill everybody in style. And for add-ons, ooh, okay, let's think about this, shall we? Okay, so definitely barbecue, 100% gonna need barbecue, and I guess lethal pursuer, because the quicker we can get into a chase, the better. Plus you can get around the map so quickly that this would get you a lot of value. Okay, we'll go nowhere and pop. Because, like, I don't think there's any perks on this guy that are necessarily, like, mandatory. Because he is just basically an M1 killer with some range. There's nothing about him that's, like, crazy. So, agitation might be decent, or maybe brutal strength to break pallets. But other than that, I mean, I feel like you could build pretty much whatever you want on this guy. I'm just going to take these because these are what I'm most comfortable with, and I think this would be a pretty decent build in a normal match. I mean, it pretty much has everything that you need. You got haste, you got hemorrhage and mangled, you got intel, you got more intel at the start of the game, you got even more intel, and you've got gen regression. So I think this would be a pretty decent build for Mr. Afton. So let's go into the game, shall we, and see what these bad boy add-ons and build can do. Okay, so lethal pursuer value. Where are they? Over there. So I just go in here, make my way over, and I can still see them. Ooh, I like it. Hello. Oh, yep, you can definitely feel that haste. Oh my god. Okay. What the hell is this? Jesus Christ, bro. Okay, the AI just didn't know what to do there. Dude, what? That is crazy. People are going to think that you're cheating. That's how fast you go. What? That's insane. The Springtrap situation is insane. It is crazy. Oh my goodness. I didn't expect it to be that quick. That is wild. I love it though. Because, like, you can very easily catch people off guard. Someone might want to pop a gen or greed, and they can't. They physically can't. That is awesome. Oh, bit of lag. I don't know how that hit, but it did. Dude, this speed is wild. Oh my god, I love it though. That is so much fun. Yeah, I definitely think this add-on might be the way to go. 20% haste. Wow. That is wild. Get me in the door. Let's head back over, shall we? Oh, look at the ball pit. Why are the balls so, like... There's too many polygons. Alright, let's go. I mean, I think... Yeah. Someone was going for that unhook. Wait, did they already escape? Oh no. Hi. Dude, that is actually broken. What? Yeah, good luck getting out. Oh my god.
Goodbye.
Jesus. And wait, aren't you dead? You are. Well, there goes one of you.
Let's pull you apart.
Rawr. Nice. Why am I looking up? I noticed that the last game. Why does it do that? They should probably fix that. Okay, so somebody was obviously on the camera. I'm gonna go kick this gem back here as well. Yeah, it has quite a bit of progress. Oop. How dare they unhook? So basically what you're telling me is... Oh, there's someone over there. You're pretty much screwed if you're in the basement. And you have to escape instantly. Yeah, there's literally no way out. Like, you have to just leave. You cannot heal in the basement at all. Wow. Dude, look at the speed! I'm so quick! I love it! Meow. That is so cool. Surely then, if that's the case, I could just M1 someone and then immediately M1 them again? Because that would close enough distance. I could get one person injured and down someone else. Okay, let's go over there and stop that person. They've been working on that gen that whole time. Alright, stop that. Behave. Oh my god, bro ran for it. Yeah, I mean, getting around the map using Pop, like, I think Pop Goes the Weasel is a really good, solid choice as well. I don't think there's anything in this build. I think this might be, like, one of the best builds, if I'm going to be honest. There's nothing about this that... There's no weak point. Where you running up to? Yeah, they might need to do something about his basement camping. I'm not gonna lie. A little bit broken. Just a little bit broken. Wait, are you dead too? Hold up. Pretty sure you are. Oh, you're not. Okay, well, back on the hook you go. Why is it so bright down here anyway? It's a bit odd. Where's the last dude? Oh, they're over there. What are they doing? Man, they finished the gen! Bro! Oh! What's going on down here? Are you guys rescuing each other, perhaps? Get back here. It's action time, baby. Boop. Oh, that is so satisfying. Ooh. Can I do it on the stage? Hold up 1 second. Confetti! How cute. Let's do it in front of Chica. Yeah, where's the cupcake? Yo, Chica. Where's your cupcake? What the hell, man? So yeah, what we're going to do after this match is we're just going to look around the map and see what it has to feature. So we're going to keep an eye out for like any Easter eggs or just anything that looks cool. Bro is levitating. Oh, he's back here again. That's a bit jarring. Alright, let's go find this Bill. Unless he finds the hatch. I wonder where the hatch would spawn, actually. Let's go check the basement. Bro was working on a gen this whole time. Wild. Yo, Bill, get back here. Bill. Oh, what are you doing? Okay. I assume that if you're operating the cameras, you cannot see anything around you. Oh wait, what am I doing? I was about to go easy on you for a second. I was going to throw you on the hook. No. We don't do that around here. Come on, Bill. We ain't playing around.
No prize for you.
Nice. Alright, let's check out this map and see what it has. So, I do want to start inside, but I think we're better off going outside first because there's a lot less to see. So, there's obviously vending machines, you've got these benches out here. Nothing really that stands out, but it's still worth noting. You know, there's a lot of details out here that you might miss. So, for instance, there is a lot of stuff floating outside. We've got bins, we've got cars, and there's also, for some reason, theatre seats. Not really sure why they're here, they don't really belong here, but sure. I mean, they could very easily put maybe, I don't know, pizza boxes out there, considering the whole place is themed around pizza. But, yeah, we'll go with theatre seats, even though there's literally no theatre inside of the pizza. place. And, I mean, in all fairness, there's nothing really crazy out here. It would be cool if you could see Afton's car. I think that would be neat. A couple of arcade machines. We have a... Ugh! That is grim! Oh, hell no. Bro, who took a shit in the popcorn machine? I mean, it's mostly intestines, but still, that is nasty, dude. Ew. I like the attention to detail, though. These always stay out here, which I guess makes sense, because it's themed around the back end of a pizza place. Honestly, that's about it, though. There's nothing really too exciting on the outside, because, I mean, obviously, as you could imagine, this is the main part of the map. This is the main amusement. Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. I mean, let's get a better view of it, shall we? Boom! Look at it. It's pretty cool. I like it. Alright, so we're inside now. This is the main entrance. We have Chubby Chica. Nice. Love to see it. Some backpacks, some shoes, some garbage bags. Okay. And a cute little flower. Ah, how cute. We got balloons. So it definitely seems like there were kids here at some point, but God knows where they've gone. Got a cute little clock and some drawings. Aw, how adorable. Let's have a look at these, shall we? We've got a bunny thingy. We've got whatever that is. That's probably Foxy. Yeah, that's definitely Foxy. House. Handprint. And whatever the hell that is. We got Chubby Freddy. Nice. Anything here worth noting? Yo! We got the plushie. Hello? Hello, hello? That's cool. I like that the phone's just ringing there. Got some little blasters. Coffee machine. Nothing like standing out as crazy at the moment, but definitely a lot of details. You know? They did a great job with that. You know, we've got the little kitchen that really doesn't look appetizing at all. Oh, that is grim. We'll go in there in a second. I'm just going to quickly kick this generator. Because, I mean, there is a lot in here to see. Alright, so what have we got here? Ugh. So it's very clear that this place is absolutely abandoned. Got rotten ingredients. Yum, yum, yum. Just a bunch of stuff stored on the shelves. Okay. We've got definitely someone inside of this. Yep, yep, yep. Ow, my ears. What are you doing to me? Stop. There's definitely a dead guy in here. And then we have these. Oh. Same. Okay. That's pretty cool. Anything in the toilets? We got a Bonnie. And we got a Freddo. Okay. Someone broke the goddamn mirrors. We got another Chubby Chica. Out of order. Oh, I see why. Ew. Ah, hell nah. That is grim inside there. No, thank you. And there's a pizza in the toilet. Of course there is. And back here... Oh, there's no ball pit this time. Sad. Okay, so that means that the basement is where the ball pit is. I mean, honestly, pretty valid. I like it. Couple of vending machines. We got just generic candy. Okay. And soda. Some cool looking arcade machines. Super Fireball. Nice. Yeah, yo! Skeleton Pirates. So we got the gang. We got the OG crew. We got the Bonbon. We got the Freddo. And we got the Chica, who is also missing her cupcake. Where the hell is your cupcake? Bro. Really good renders. I really like the model design of these. I don't know why they're covered in blood, though. I guess they are stuffed with, you know, stuff that is not good to be stuffed inside of an animatronic. And this is just a little storage area. I wonder why they don't do the pallet here. And instead they do it here where there's a drop. I guess maybe because they want to implement more balanced landing, which, you know, would be nice. That probably explains this bit over here. And back here is the little delivery area. Nothing really of note, but it's cool. I like it. And then we've got the office. Oh, yo. This is cool. Wait. They're looking at me. Hold up a second. You better stop that right this instant. Stop it. That's cool, though. I like it. And then, of course, the main attraction, whatever the hell this is that's strapped down. Oh, that's the Blendoskeleton. Whatever the hell that thing is that minces people up. Well, that's pretty cool. Why is it strapped down to the chair, though? Okay, and then going down this corridor, that takes us back into the main area. Up here, this is where Foxy would be. And it's just a little Foxy plush. That's cute. Maybe Foxy's locked inside. Actually, that is probably the case. And as for around here, I mean, I don't think there's anything of note. It's just a place to sit down and enjoy your pizza. And then, last but not least, is the storage room, or this little area. And there is only one thing of note, and it's not here. Bro, where are you, Mr. Endo? Where are you hiding? I don't think he spawned this time. Oh man. That's sad. Yeah, the last time I played there was an Endo dude sticking out from the vents above. Really cool. Yeah, he was like right here. Ah, man. He didn't spawn this time. Sad. But yeah, I think we have explored the majority of this place. Honestly, they did a fantastic job with making it. And I mean, they did work with Scott himself, the actual creator of FNAF. So, I mean, he worked very closely with them to make sure that everything stayed true to the game. And yeah, I really can't fault the map. They did a really good job with its design. Super solid. I love it. They did such a good job. I'm not like the biggest FNAF fan in the world, but I can definitely appreciate the fact that, you know, a lot of care and effort went into this one. This one definitely didn't, you know, seem rushed. And I like it. They did a very solid job. Don't you agree, Mr. Fredo? Yes, you do.